Did you find the bubble machine? Yeah, I think somebody wants to play with bubbles. Well, at least it's just bubbles. We're running late for playgroup, which is actually a field trip today. Hopefully we make it in time. Hey guys, so we just came back from our walk and they kind of gave us like a walking tour of local family things and activities that you can do downtown, which is nice because when you look online for anything regarding family activities, you'll find nothing's online. So it was cool to actually see what's going on and to get some information. But what I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about was one of the tour guides. One of the tour guides there, I don't know why people do this, but they always assume I'm an immigrant or that I'm a fob. I'm born and raised in Canada. I was born and raised in Ontario specifically. So when people kind of assume I'm a fob or treat me differently, like most of the time what I get is, when did you come here? When were you, when did you come to Canada? And my first answer is, well, 20-something years ago when I was born here. Because I was born and raised in Canada. I'm not sure what it is that makes them assume right off the bat that I'm fresh off the boat. And there's nothing wrong with being an immigrant, by the way, because immigrants do help our economy at the end of the day. I know some people will argue that, but they're just being ignorant. What it is, but it hits a nerve with me when people do that, when they just assume things about you like that. And he did apologize profusely, but I think he knew it really didn't sit well with me, because it's not like I go around asking people where they're from. And I think it's more common here in Quebec, because this never really happened to me as often in Ontario. Very, very, very rarely. But in Quebec, I get asked all the time, where are you from? Where are you from? Where are you from? And when you say Toronto or whatever, they look at you and they're like, no, but where are you really from? And my background, I'm Palestinian, but I've never been to Palestine. And I would love to see it, identify more as a Canadian, because I've always been here and I've been, I pay my taxes, I studied here, everything, my whole life is Canada. What do you guys think about this? Like, do you identify as Canadian if you're born and raised here? And even if you're not, do you identify that way? And how do you feel when people approach you guys about this sort of thing? Anyways, that's my ramble for right now, but I'm gonna catch up on a lot of laundry. Laundry never ends. It's the saddest thing. Laundry is always there for you. It's true. And then I have to make an order online, but I want to first go maybe after his nap. He's taking a nap finally at last. After his nap, I'm thinking to go out again because I'm crazy. I clearly want to tire myself out. I'm going to take him to the farm back here, make an order. It's going to be another solo dinner night for me, so I'm going to try to think of something that I can make for just myself and Suleiman. And hopefully I don't want to make too much food, because the worst thing is to waste in Ramadan. So inshallah, I'm going to try to do that as well. Look who's awake from his nap. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Come here, Baba. Someone's just going to have lunch and then we'll be out the door. Bunny can't come with us. We're going to have to put him back. Is that okay? So we're just heading out now. We're going to go to the pharmacy. Alright guys, so I'm home now and this is just a quick mini haul. Got some milk for Suleiman, soy milk, shrimp for dinner tonight. These were very tempting because I'm fasting. Eggs, because we always run out of eggs. Peanut butter was on sale. Diaper rash cream because baby. And then I wanted to try this, the Method. Has anyone tried this? Let me know in the comments. I love Method already, and I'm not sponsored by them, but I love this cleaner, so I wanted to try out their bathroom cleaner, and then I got my medicine. And we're good to go. And he is just chilling over here. Oh, and we got that little toy. Hey guys, so it's almost iftar time and I'm making some dinner. I've decided to make pesto shrimp pasta. And yes, I'm having pasta again because I love pasta. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just chopping up the rest of this parsley. I got flat leaf parsley here. And then I have my shrimp that's already been peeled and deveined. And then I'm gonna make it with a linguine pasta. You can make it with any type of pasta. I just like how it turns out with the linguine. Fettuccine is also another really good pasta for that. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I do this. I like to use 3 main things. It's parsley, cherry tomatoes, and mushrooms. And then what I do is I'm gonna cook those off with the shrimp, the cherry tomatoes, and the mushrooms. And I add in the pesto sauce, and then I add in the pasta that's cooked, and then I add the parsley right at the end. And that is how I personally like it. So I'm just gonna show you guys how that turns out. Favorite part of my day has been Alright guys, so this is the final meal. Shrimp pesto pasta. I put some oca cheese on there because I love oca. It's mushroom oca. And yeah, that's what I meant, just kind of rambling in his room before he falls asleep. He always like babbles for a bit and then he dozes off. It's so cute. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy this. And I'll cue the food montage. Are you afraid of the little doggy? Look, Suki's afraid. Suki's afraid?
Woof woof, that's the dog. What does the dog say? Yeah, you don't have to.
Do you like it? Yeah, see, it's not scary, it's cute. Hey guys, so it's iftar time and I decided to show you guys what we're making today. So we have leftover pasta that I will have shown you already, but I'm also going to make some fish to go with that this time because my husband's here. So I'm going to show you first the batter. This is going to be a deep fried fish. So I do 2 cups of flour leveled. There's 1 and 2. Okay, 2 cups of flour. Good. And then I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of cornstarch, also leveled. Yep. And then I am going to add in some, I have my recipe written out here just because there's a lot of measurements and I don't memorize these. 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. This is what's going to make it nice and fluffy and you'll see what I'm talking about. So 1/2 teaspoon of that, and then I'm going to add in another 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of that. That's going to give us some crunch. So it's crispy. And then we add in some paprika and some. Okay, now we're gonna add in some paprika. There you go. And then we're gonna add in some salt. I'm gonna do a couple rounds of that. We want about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of salt. And I'm gonna add in some cumin to make it more Arabic, I guess. And whatever I have of cumin goes in there. Okay. And that's the batter. So that's the dry mix part. Now, usually like fried fish especially is a beer batter recipe. I'm not using beer obviously, and I could use a non-alcoholic like Laziza or Barbican or whichever Coors, whatever has non-alcoholic that you like, you could use that. But I'm just gonna go in with water because I don't currently have any non-alcoholic beer in the fridge. You could also use club soda. Club soda will work just fine. And then I use about 1.5 to 2 cups. So I look at the consistency when I'm doing this. And as soon as I add the water to this, it's gonna be ready to go basically. All right, so before I actually add the water, I'm just gonna show you what I do to prep the fish. I'm using haddock, but you could also use cod. And then what I do is I just cut it into pieces about yay big. I don't like them too big because I like to have quite a lot. But I'm gonna cut them up like that to decent sizes for the fry. Just cut them up. Okay. And once they're all cut, it should look like this. I'm gonna put on some Dijon mustard. There you go. With clean hands, you just massage that in. Okay. Marinating in Dijon really adds a lot of flavor. You're going to be amazed with how much flavor this brings to the fish, especially with cod or haddock. You're going to see that it really adds a really nice dimension of flavor. I'm going to wash my hands. And now I'm going to add the water. And I'm going to add it in increments. And I'm just basically looking for not like a thick batter, just kind of, I'll show you the consistency in a second, but you just add a little bit of water at a time until it looks something like, so it's gonna look like that. Ooh. Just gonna test it out by dipping one in there. Oh yeah. And then straight into the batter it goes. Into the fryer. What you want to wiggle it. So then it doesn't catch at the bottom. Start cooking up. Now there, the first one's in. Looks like it's ready to turn. And there you have it. That's the finished result. Yum. Alright guys, I think I'm going to call it a vlog. I finished my dinner. It was so good. Alhamdulillah. If you like this video, please hit up the thumbs up button. Give it a big like. Comment below if you haven't already. Subscribe for more future videos. I'm going to be uploading hopefully every Tuesday and Friday. So see you next time.